Hey, welcome to Popcorn Talks, iTalk Movies. My name's Kari Lane, and today I'm talking to a very versatile actor who goes from horror genre to family films. His name's Anton Starkman. We're talking about his upcoming film, Storks. Stay tuned.
Welcome to Popcorn Talk, featuring movie discussion, news, and interviews. Popcorn Talk. We talk movies. And now, here's Popcorn Talks, iTalk Movies.
Ooh, we got the lights going. Yeah. You like it? We got a dance party in the studio. Hey guys, welcome to iTalk Movies, Popcorn Talk Network. And like I said, we're talking to Anton Starkman. Welcome, welcome.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Yeah, excited to have you here. So, we're going to get to his awesome new movie, Storks, which comes out September 23rd. But let's do a little bit about you, and we'll get over to that film shortly. So, you have a kind of interesting story of how you got started with acting, because your brothers do acting. You want to talk about that?
When I was about 5, I got into acting because my brothers, they would always go to Hollywood and back and again and back and again and back all throughout the day. And then my mom and me were both like, what? I mean, if I'm going with them all day, because by then I had like no school. It was just like kindergarten. So
Who needs that, right?
basic schooling. No, that's what you need. So I just thought, why not go with them and try acting? And then I started getting better and better, and I booked some commercials. Then I booked Young and the Restless when I was 5, and I couldn't really like read by then. So my mom had to like read the lines to me, and
that's
then I
cool.
would say them. Yeah.
Nice. Very supportive mom. Go mom.
Oh yeah.
And then, so you did a couple short films to start with, and transitioned after that into your first big TV show was like Teen Wolf.
Yeah.
How was that experience?
That was awesome because I knew like all the cast, and I was like, that was mostly the biggest thing I had done since then. So I was like freaking out. I was like, oh my god, I know that person. And then it was awesome because just all the people, like, it was the most professional thing I had done. So they were all like, it was cool to see how like the machine of that works, like the machine of like actual acting works.
Did that ruin it at all, seeing like behind the scenes of the show?
Oh no,
and
that
then
made it even cooler.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
What was, did you have any particular actors you like fanboyed out over because you're finally on set with them?
Tyler Posey.
Yeah?
That was pretty much it, because that's pretty much who, that was all who I like worked with, but I saw all the other people just like walking around set. I was freaking out.
Do you try to get selfies with them or something?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Nice. And then what was, I mean, that's kind of a horror, it is a horror show, but it's in between on the scariness. How was it like working on that as like a first big show that you're doing the horror genre, like you're dipping your toes in?
By then, I was mostly, like, I was still younger, because I'm only 13 now, but I didn't really realize how, like, scary it could be, because I was fanboying, so I was just kind of, like, in the moment of my lines, doing that, meeting all these people, staying in character, all that, so I didn't really realize how scary the actual show would be, and it's very different from like watching the show afterwards and then also filming it.
And then have you gone back and like watched yourself and like gone through and been surprised to when your character comes on screen or anything like that?
Oh yeah, all the time. I'm like freaking out. I go, Mom, that's me.
Oh, that must be so exciting.
Oh yeah.
Your first time seeing it. So,
yeah.
Oh, cool. And then your first feature film was Storks, which is a cute family film.
Yeah.
How was that experience?
That was also like a new learning experience, because that was pretty much the first thing where anyone in the movie had been like voicing over. So like the dog was there, like it's about like a talking dog, and I could hear the other guy like saying the lines. I was like, because I was still learning, so I was like, are you saying the lines? It was like, no, there's an actor. I was like, oh, that's cool. And it was really cool. There was David, the dad on Wizards of Waverly Place. I can't remember his last name. Deluise? I think that's his name.
I'm not sure either, but it's all right.
It was awesome to meet him too. he was very nice. And that was pretty much it. I mean,
What was it like working with an animal?
that was fun.
Yeah.
Because you could see, like, the trainer, like stand now, doing and all that. And it was so cool because I have this little, like, almost like an autograph book for, like, everyone in the cast and crew that I, like, worked with. And I just always give that to them so they can sign it. And I had the trainer sign it, and they put, like, paint on the dog's paw and put it on the paper.
That's
so cute.
That's a good idea. Oh, that's so neat. What made you start doing that idea of, like, getting signatures?
Actually, on that movie, the other kid I worked with, he gave me the book. It was just empty, so there was really no reason to, like, there was no reason to put anything in it yet. And then I was like, why not, like, give signatures, like, to people that I want to remember.
Yeah.
So I would do that.
That's a great idea. I've seen people do it where they had, like, their first page of their script or something, but
Yeah.
I like the book idea. That's a fun, like, memory capsule in a way.
Yeah.
Paw print. I love it. That's so good. And then you kind of transitioned into a slightly kind of different show with Drunk History.
Yeah.
So tell me about Drunk History.
The audition, it was, honestly, for me, it was kind of confusing.
Okay.
Because I had seen, like, one episode just to, like, realize what it was. And I still was kind of confused because I knew that the person being interviewed, they would try to get them slightly drunk and then them tell a history story. But I didn't realize that person's, like, voiceover would be our lines. And in the audition, I was like, I'm so sorry, but is it a voiceover? I asked them politely, and then I got it, and then I realized what it was, and it was so cool, because everyone there had been, like, through the same process, honestly, and it was really cool.
What was your character like on that? What'd you play?
I was young Bugsy Siegel.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah. I got to pull out a gun on a guy, and then the other guy knock it out of my hand.
Did you look up that character at all? Did you do research with that, or was that kind of like, just...
Honestly, I kind of watched the rest of the Drunk History to kind of find out what it was.
Sure. That'd be a fun show to watch. Yeah, I think I've watched a little bit of it. Now, your bigger show that you did right after that, you got American Horror Story.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What was that process like to get that audition and get on a show like that? And had you watched the show at all beforehand?
I had not personally watched the show because for me it's honestly too scary. But my brother was in love with it. He would watch it all the time, and I don't know how. He would watch it in his room on his computer. It was terrifying. But like I said, it was so different from watching it and being on it, because everyone's like, oh yeah, just go over here and then you're gonna drink this fake blood. And I'm like, oh yeah, for sure. And then I watched it and I'm like, oh dear Lord have mercy, that is terrifying.
So you scared yourself watching?
I definitely scared myself. People would come up to me and like, how do you watch that? I can barely watch my own parts.
Yeah, I feel like American Horror Story might be a little bit above your age group of show, but so maybe, do you just fast forward? Your mom helps you fast forward to adjust your scenes or something like that?
Oh yeah,
so I could see it.
Because my mom wanted to like watch it with my brother, so they would watch it and they would call me in on my scenes, and then I was like, oh, don't worry, it's not that scary, and I would watch one scene after and run out of the room. I'm done. I'm leaving this room.
Now, was your brother slightly jealous that you got on the show and he's such a fan of it?
He wasn't jealous. He was mostly excited for me because he was excited to watch me on it.
Sure. I bet he was proud. He's like, this is my brother.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. So your character's a vampire. What was the audition like for that?
The audition was pretty much like any other, actually.
Okay.
Now that I think about it, because it was, when I got it, they were like, are you... they went to my mom and they would say, are you okay with what's happening? And my mom was like, oh, don't worry, nothing bad can really happen. Well, it's not the nicest show. It's not Storks, but
no, not quite. And then you worked with some bigger actors on that. What was that like?
That was amazing. They're so nice. Dennis O'Hare, nicest actor I've ever met. My friend, they wanted to take a picture, like a selfie with him, and they forgot their phone. So he said, "Oh, don't worry, I'll take it with my phone and then text it to your dad." Who does that? Who does that in the business? And then me and my mom went to like his trailer just to say like, thank you so much for being so nice.
Aw. And then did you have scenes with Lady Gaga? I'm not up to date on American Horror Story, so I don't know you.
The few people I did not, I didn't get to meet Lady Gaga. I was so upset.
Really bummer.
Yeah.
But you still had a pretty good arc in it. You were in it quite a few episodes.
Yeah.
And then did you have a lot of makeup process time, or was it more for certain scenes where they had to do you up more?
It wasn't necessarily like my makeup, like the makeup on my face, but it was mostly like filming, pause, do like put little blood here, blood there, and then continue. So it wasn't necessarily like 3 hours of makeup.
That must have been nice though.
Yeah.
You're like, sweet, I'm done.
Yeah.
Now, yeah, forgive me for not being up to date on it. Did you have fangs? Like, what kind of vampire was your character like?
I didn't have fangs, but I would very creepily slice people's necks.
Oh, fun.
And then drink it.
Ah.
Which is very fun and interesting.
Good one to add to your resume of like, I know how to slit throats and drink blood.
Yeah.
Yay! Vampire, check, done. And then actually another horror one, another show, which is just fun to learn after. You've been on Dead of Summer.
I did. That was fun.
Yeah. So you play the young Garrett Sykes, and I do the after show for Dead of Summer. So it's kind of fun to be like, oh, wait, that's the kid. Yeah. That's awesome. So how is Dead of Summer to film? And did you meet your older self, or were those different days of filming?
I did meet my older self. Me and my dad, like the flashback, we like it was like a diner scene, and we went. We were just sitting at the table playing Uno, and then older me came by, and he was like, "Whoa, this is a weird time warp."
Yeah, he came to AfterBuzz Studios for Dead of Summer as well.
Awesome.
So we're like, "Oh my gosh, it's your younger. What did you think of your younger self?"
Yeah.
And he said it was cool to see that kind of like another version of yourself. And then that show has its scary bits, but yours wasn't too much, but you got to play kind of a bad boy.
Yeah, I was super excited. I was like, ooh, sassy.
And you were so mean to Braces. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it was so cool. I mean, it was fun just to, like, do a different side of acting. Like, I've done scary, I've done the nice all-American guy, but it was fun to be, like, the bad boy, like, not doing anything, like, not participating in any teams.
Yeah. And then the car window, you guys like try to break the car window with your buddy, and that doesn't go so well.
No.
And then finally, Team Red, you guys help out.
Yeah.
It's all good in the end. Semi-spoilers for people who haven't watched Dead of Summer, but you totally should. And this kid's adorable on it, and it's really fun to see Garrett as a younger self. Because we are the fellow panelists. We love seeing like, oh, he was a bad boy. So you did fantastic. We loved it. We're like, just like, couldn't believe that was him.
Thank you.
So that was so fun. And then you had a film that was at South by Southwest earlier this year called Shovel Buddies. Tell me, what is that film about, and how was that experience going to South by Southwest?
The film itself is about a boy who dies of leukemia, and he leaves a Snapchat, and his friends, they're the only ones who see it, so they go on an adventure to almost I'm trying to remember the word. Almost try to like remember him, kind of like a one last. I'll bring in the team. We're gonna go on this adventure.
Oh, cool! And then you play one of the characters' younger brothers, right?
Yeah.
And then how was that working with this? A couple of the actors are YouTube celebrities. How was that experience with them?
They're so nice. I honestly didn't expect it, but they were amazing. It was so cool. They're amazing actors, too. Keen Lawley and Bella Thorne. They're amazing.
And how was it working on this, like, so you've done, like, the family films, you've done horror. Now, this is a bit more on the drama side. I mean, it is a dramedy, but it has some comedy. But how was the drama, like, was that hard to work on something with a heavier subject matter?
It wasn't necessarily hard to work on it. It was, again, another learning experience. Just like almost putting it under my belt. Like I've learned now how to do drama. Like learn that.
Nice. Now, are you currently taking acting classes, or have you gone that route, or has it been a little bit more practical experience on set?
I have not taken many acting classes. My mom really does my acting. Like she is my acting teacher. Very wonderful. And I'm sorry, can you repeat the question?
No, it's fine. I was saying, like, it seems like you've been really great at learning from your experience.
Yeah.
So it's more of a hands-on learning, which some people can't really do. They do a project and they're done with it. But it sounds wonderful that you're able to do these different films and shows and see them as learning experiences.
They are, yeah.
Because, many young actors, they might not. They just do it and throw it away. You know, they're just like, whatever. But I like that you've been saying, like, it's been a learning experience. It's a learning experience. And that's... Yeah. There's a wonderful, good outlook on your approach.
Because it's so weird to see that almost all, like, the jobs and shows and movies, everything they can be so diverse. Like, comedy, family, drama, scary. They're all different processes.
Very true.
Yeah.
And it seems like you've kind of covered a lot of your bases there of doing the different kind of genres. Because, different genres, you have to approach it differently. Because if it's horror, you have to do it in a different kind of seriousness than even comedy is done in a serious way as well. And then, so Shovel Buddies, it's, it was at South by Southwest. It's in the festival circuit now, right? Or is it in regular theaters just yet? I was looking that one up.
I think their plan is to go to iTunes.
Cool. So another way to get film and get it out there. And you've done an excellent job on Twitter helping promote your friends and your film. So I applaud you for that. Because plenty of actors, you're welcome. Plenty of actors don't. They're like, that thing. But, like, you're invested in your project.
Yeah.
So
I want people to know, not that I'm in it, but just to know that it's out there. That's another entertainment for people.
And with this one, something else I was reading about it was there's not a lot of... When the filmmakers made it, they felt like not a lot of movies focused on what the experience is for teenagers. So do you feel like this one... So you've already worked on a family film and you've worked on, like, adult shows. Do you feel this one kind of really represented what it's like to be a teenager or a young adult?
Shovel Buddies?
Shovel Buddies. Do you feel that kind of really... It felt honest and genuine to the experience as a young person yourself?
Oh, yeah, for sure. It was definitely, at least my characters, my plot development was fitting in to the older group. And that's honestly what I do, because I have 2 older brothers, and I always want to play, all the time. And it's amazing. It's like an amazing feeling to be part of the group.
Nice. And now, you got another new first. You got your first voiceover with Storks. And why don't you talk about that movie?
That movie is amazing. It's my character, he wants a baby brother, and these storks that they don't deliver babies anymore, they deliver packages, like phones, things like that, for corner store delivery. And it's trying to think of how to describe it. Heartfelt. The storyline, to see like things that it's very heartfelt. Like, it really gets to you. You feel really good.
No, and it's not really a spoiler because it's in the trailer, but you said your character wants a baby brother, and I'm pretty sure in the trailer I thought they said it's a girl. Or is it a boy? It's pink hair.
Can't give anything away.
All right, fun, good. I was going to say, I don't want to spoil it. Okay, so there's fun twists there. All right, because I watched it, and it's adorable. And, like, I think one of the trailers you posted, it's you and your father are on the roof and leveling it to help your baby brother find your house.
Yeah.
And they're now, did your parents are played by famous actors. Did you get to meet them at all in the process, or afterwards, red carpet or anything yet?
I have not met them yet. I wish I had, but I had not met them yet. I met the scratch vocalists for their characters, but no, I have not met Tyrell and Jennifer Aniston.
How's it feel to have such famous names as your parents?
It is so cool.
No offense to your parents, but, you know, if you could have famous parents.
Yeah. It's amazing to see Tabarel and Jennifer Aniston, and then a picture of me, like him, her, and then me.
Yeah.
It's so
nice.
cool.
Yeah, I think if you mix those two, maybe that way it would look like that. And then you worked, this film has co-directors. Did you work with both of the directors or just one? Because on IMDb it was looking like Nicholas Stoller and Doug Sweetland were directors on it. Mm-hmm. Or was there a different director for the voiceover rooms?
I think I only worked with Nicholas.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, I'm not really sure.
No, it's all right. This one's kind of interesting because with Doug Sweetland, he's mainly an animator, but on IMDb it lists him as a director, so I didn't mean to put you on blast there. But yeah, so you worked with Nicholas, who has done a lot of adult comedies, and now he's doing this family comedy. How was that process working with him, and just the voiceover experience in general, like being in the booth and how you were given direction? What was that like?
It's incredible. They're all adult children.
Oh, fun.
They laugh at everything. No matter what, not only me, but whatever even they say, they'll chuckle to themselves. They'll laugh so hard. And it's really like, it makes you feel like you're part of like the family. The animation family, because everyone's so nice. They're all fitting together like you're all friends.
Mm-hmm. Now, animation's a little bit different because it's not the live acting. Did you have any room for like improvising your lines, or was it a little more sticking with the script?
Well, I've only done one voiceover animation, so I don't know how most of them are. But this one was definitely part of like the creative process to really improv. Not a lot. Like the whole entire thing was made up on the spot. Yeah, but there were some things that the crew, not the crew, but the creative directors and producers and writers and all of them, they would be like, say this that way, and then they would all laugh. They were like, oh, that's so cute. And it was just funny to see how their minds worked.
Did you get to add any input on it as well, or was it more just the different direction of different ways to do different lines?
I definitely had a part in it. I mean, I like to think. I thought it was very cool because they wanted to know, like, how would you say this?
Oh,
like,
cool.
as a real boy.
Mm-hmm. As a real boy. It sounds like Pinocchio. Real boy.
Yeah.
So that's really fun. And then another fun thing on your Twitter I've noticed is you've had some pictures of the posters out in town. What is that like to see a poster and it's you in a way? Yeah. And actually we'll pull up a photo of what your character looks like. What's it like seeing the posters and be like, that's me?
It's almost kind of like, I don't know the word for it, but it makes you feel amazing. Like, because we went to the Grove.
Yeah.
In LA, and there were posters everywhere, and not necessarily just of me, but the whole movie. And it was so cool to see the whole entire characters. I wanted to almost like jump out of my skin because I was so happy. Like, I wanted to almost go into a crowd and yell, that's me! But I obviously didn't.
That's where you can do that on Twitter.
Yeah.
Because then the people who see it, they want to see it. And then, have you done it where you do a photo and you pose, like, the character in the photo?
I did.
Nice. Okay. I think, the one, if we can get the photo of his character, we'll look at that. Because, he kind of looks like you. Similar haircut, you know, and cool-looking kid, so that's fun. And, so we have the, there we are. Yay! You look so techied up there.
Yeah.
So, you play Nate. It's Gardner, yeah?
Yeah.
Last name, Nate Gardner. Nice. So, obviously, it looks like you get in on the action. Without giving too much spoiling away. But, yeah, I love the geared up look. And have you thought of doing it as a costume?
No, I haven't, but that's a good idea.
Totally do it, because it's just like a vest, long sleeve, and gloves, man.
Yeah, it was so weird, because one of the days I went in, I was wearing the exact same shirt as my character.
Oh, fun.
It was like a baseball tee with the gray and then green. Uh-huh. It was awesome.
They're like, did you do that on purpose?
Yeah.
See, you're just that in tune with your character that you're like, I know how he'll dress. So
we're like this.
Yeah.
Me and my character.
There you go. Do you relate to your character much, or do you feel you're similar, different?
Oh, we're very the same. Cause I want to play all the time, and so does he. Like, cause his parents are realtors, and they don't necessarily have all day to spend with him. So I just want to play all the time, and that's what I want to do now. So I always want someone to hang out with, to talk to play with, and it's really cool to see like how that works.
Well, do you play with your dogs? I was gonna say you have 2 little dogs.
I do.
And they have some cute names.
Tigger and Rue.
What made you think of those names? You're a big Winnie the Pooh fan?
Yeah. when we first got Tigger, he wouldn't run, he would bounce. Like when he bounced down the hall. So we thought,
it's appropriate name.
Tigger.
Yes.
And then when Rue came along, they like clicked.
Aww.
Like Tigger would lay down, and Rue would lay, like he would make almost like a crescent shape, and then Rue would go like right into him, and they would fit together and sleep all night like that.
So see, you're really a puppy, and now you can play with your puppies a little bit, but they're not quite the same as playing with another human. And now, what's it been like to work on? I mean, we've talked a little bit about genres and stuff. You've kind of bounced back and forth between like family, adult material to like adult dramas to horror. Is that ever difficult to transition, or is it just a different process?
Pretty much just a different process. It's not so different, like a whole new mindset, but it's a different machine. How, like, the gears are different, almost. Like, how they work, when they work, where they work. That's all different. But the mindset of staying in a character, relating to your character, being part of, like, not acting as that person, but being that person.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
And then going back to voiceover, that's a whole nother kind of process. Was that a difficult transition going from live action to being behind the camera, and you don't need to worry so much about no makeup today and wear my pajamas, but what was that like, because you have to be so present with your voice?
That was also a different process all in itself. Like every time I would go in, they would ask me to say something just to make sure my voice didn't drop. And
oh wow, really?
Yeah.
Well, I guess you're right around that time period. Yeah, okay.
And what was I gonna say?
So were they like, okay, wait, speak lighter,
yeah,
or higher voice?
Yeah. Brad Lewis, part of the creative team, he told me to bathe every word to like make sure you didn't like stumble over your words. Like, oh, I'm sorry, what was that? To really like make sure you got it clear out.
Oh, that's a fun description, a good way to visualize it too. Because you're on camera, people can see you, and it's a little bit different, even though they record the sound. But voiceover, it's all they're seeing is the visual, but they got to match it to what you've said.
Yeah, so they have the visuals under control. I just need to worry about my voice.
It's true. Did you ever have to worry about like getting a cold or a sore throat, or were you nervous about that?
Yeah, I was please don't be sick today. Please don't be sick today.
Lots of hot tea, or any secret methods for keeping those vocal cords in check?
I kind of would just drink water most of the time.
Water's a good thing.
Yeah.
And I saw a YouTube video where, speaking of vocals and keeping everything in check, you had a singing video on YouTube. If I can watch, it's on stage something.
Oh, I did, didn't I? Was it with my brothers or just me?
It was you and a young lady, and it was all.
Oh yes. That was fun.
Yeah.
Her name was Michelle Lane, and it was this concept where they would take like new up and coming musicals from writers, and they would pluck out singers to sing their songs, and they would go to like almost like a cafe, and they would sing the songs from a musical. And that one was about a son and a mother. They're like trying to find like the mom was trying to like get back out there, and the son was like, "Oh, you're perfect," and like being really nice and heartfelt.
Yeah, it's a really cute song. So, do you consider yourself much of a singer, or was that just kind of sometimes you sing?
Sometimes I sing. I mean,
In the shower? In the car?
both of those things. My whole entire family can sing really well. My dad sings. My brother's going to college for musical theater.
Okay, nice.
So they're all really like singing orientated. That's not a word.
Close
enough.
Oriented.
That's what I meant. Sorry, not orientated.
Oh, come on. No, it's all great when you get like the two words that kind of combine. You're like, I have a new word. This is what it is. Or
it should be a word.
I knew someone was like, did you understand what I meant? Then there, it's fine.
Yeah.
Now, speaking of your brother going into like musical theater school, do you have any particular? I mean, you're only 13, but still, do you have any sort of education path that you know you'd want to do? Or are you mainly sticking with acting? Would you want to go to like a theater school?
I mean, I love acting right now. Like every kid has when I grow up, I want to be. That was for me pretty like architect. Like I wanted to be an architect because I wanted to know how things work and how they were built. So like every week, me and my dad would try to like build something, like go down to Home Depot and buy something so I could like build a box, just to build something and have fun, like seeing how it was built.
Do you still do that?
I do it less.
Here and there. All right.
Yeah.
It's not a bad hobby.
No.
And then, you do some art photography as well on the another creative outlet.
I love taking pictures, not necessarily of people, but of like landscape.
Oh, nice.
Like this.
Yeah, like a cityscape. Nice.
Yeah.
Do you do it with film or digital? A little bit of both.
I have just a Canon digital camera, so I just take pictures of. I did just take some pictures of my brother, but I usually take pictures of like my backyard.
Sure.
Really cool, like landscape photos.
There you go. Have you gone hiking and done photos yet? Much?
No, I haven't really gone like hiking and like taking a picture.
I was gonna say LA. We got Griffith Park or something. You can just go up in the mountains, take your brothers, and be like, here, I'll take your headshots. And do the LA cityscape right there. And then, any particular sports you like? I saw that you like baseball. Anything else that you're super into?
I'm super into baseball. I love playing baseball and then watching basketball.
Okay, interesting.
Which is weird, but...
Well, baseball is a little boring to watch, I must say.
Yeah.
But it's more fun to play.
Yeah.
Basketball is, So there you go. Next step, would that be to play in a movie where you're like a baseball movie or something that?
That'd be awesome.
Like a kid's baseball team. There you go. Like
a Sandlot kind of movie.
Perfect. There you go. I was gonna say Bad News Bears. That's one, and then Sandlot, of course. Yeah. Oh yeah. Any favorite movies that you have? Actually, that'd be curious. Question.
Ooh, I haven't really thought about it. Would it be weird to say Storks?
No, of course not. Okay, top 5.
Ooh.
In no particular order. Don't worry about order. Because it's really hard. I know when you're like, "What's your favorite movie?" And you're like, "Oh gosh, I don't know." But top 5.
There's a movie called Sorcerer's Apprentice. With Nicolas Cage.
Love that movie.
There's mostly honestly Jim Carrey movies like The Truman Show, Liar Liar, Bruce Almighty. Those are my favorite movies.
Ace Ventura?
Yeah.
My brother's name is Jim, and I'm Carrie. So we always had fun jokes at Jim Carrey.
Oh, that's awesome.
And Ace Ventura was a fave, yeah. I was going to say, what's other good? And then, well, speaking of, like, Nicholas Stoller, he worked on Yes Man, so did you see that later? I mean, that one's a little...
I can't say I've actually seen that.
I was going to say, I think that might... Because the older Jim Carrey ones, they're a little bit like, anybody, any age, family-oriented. I think Yes Man got a little more PG-13 range. But, all right, so we got Jim Carrey movies. Anything else? Storks. Yeah.
That's a given. I can't say really much else.
So comedy, heartfelt, and we have semi-action fantasy. Oh, sorry, Rentis. I like it. It's a good lineup of things, for sure. Oh, there you go. Would you want to act in a kind of like fantasy or special effects kind of movie?
Oh, for sure. Hands down, I want to.
Nice. Okay. Ideal movie you'd want to act in. If any, okay, there you go. Any movie you've ever seen and you could be in it, what would it be? Regardless of the age of the character or sex.
Like,
so you could replace a girl character or you can replace an adult.
Like, the plot of the movie or the
No, you want to be the
experience?
character. Yeah.
Oh, like be the character?
Yeah.
Not like act in the movie?
Ooh, both. That could be two different answers.
I want to be the character in Sorcerer's Apprentice.
All right.
Like, who doesn't want to be magical?
Yeah.
Act in The Truman Show.
Cool. That'd be a good one.
Carrey.
Yeah, that was a fun
As
reveal.
Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
Like, as that part.
So do you like the physical comedy of those movies? You feel like you enjoy that as a form of comedy?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I love, like, the comedy itself, like, the jokes they make.
Sure.
And also, like, the seriousness to see. Mostly, honestly, the movies I like are all around good movies.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there are jokes, there are some serious points, some...
They have a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
Those are definitely easier to appreciate and be drawn towards, because then, yeah, it has a little bit of everything for everybody. And as you've kind of said, and back to Storks, of watching that trailer, I was like, at first I was like, oh no, the wolves are going to be the bad guys, because always the wolves are the bad guys. But then it's hilarious when they lick the baby. Oh my goodness. They're like, it tastes like flowers.
Every time, no matter how many times I watch it, I always laugh at that part.
Mm-hmm. Good part. Now, have they done the red carpet for that? Have you guys had the premiere yet, or is that coming up? Because it doesn't come out until September, so I'm probably not yet, right?
Probably no.
Not yet.
No.
Well, if you haven't had it yet, then not yet. So. Are you looking forward to it?
Oh, yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to it. I'm definitely looking forward to meeting all the people in it.
And then have you seen it yet or not yet?
I have not seen it.
Not yet. Okay. Ooh, then that's going to be exciting.
I've seen my parts, obviously, but
yeah.
I have not seen it.
Well, because now you're getting little glimpses with the trailer and then how they put it together. And it's probably really fun. How was that, as the trailers came out, that you finally got to see little parts of yours that you were able to, like, share with people online?
It was cool because, like, there's just, like, the straight trailers that are on TV and YouTube and Twitter and all social media. But I also saw a car seat commercial that was like...
Oh, interesting.
That was like, it starts with me jumping on my parents. Like, the Storks are, like, something.
Yeah.
And it said, Storks know how to keep your baby safe. And it was a car seat commercial. And it was so cool to see me and not just a trailer. Mm-hmm. But, like, a car seat commercial.
Have you had anybody spot it and then, like, message you or call you later, like family or friends, be like, oh my gosh, we saw your name on this thing?
I have texts. I have, like, someone FaceTime me and be like, because they went into a movie theater and it was like a cardboard cutout.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah, it was awesome.
They're like, I'm with you, sort of.
Yeah.
So yeah, guys, make sure to see Storks. Comes out September 23rd.
Keep
so
your
coming up
calendars
soon.
open.
Right? Oh my goodness, you guys gotta see it. The trailer is hilarious. It looks hilarious and adorable. Oh, and the part with the storks and glass. I get. You guys have to watch the trailer. You won't get it because they're like, birds don't see glass. There's a maze thing. You'll understand when you watch the trailer. Well, anything else you'd want to add? Any other upcoming projects? I mean, Storks is the big one, but anything else people should look out for you?
No, I think that's it.
I know. Where can people stalk you online?
Ooh, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat.
And your name on those social medias?
Anton Starkman. Plain
and nice
simple.
And easy.
Yeah.
Perfect. Oh, it's so nice when you can just have it out. There's some actors that are like, yeah, somebody else already had my name and whatever. Well, we're kind of at the end of the time. Anything else you want to say for our viewers out there? Or listeners? People we have listening to?
Keep your calendars open for September 23rd.
And go see Storks, guys.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for coming in. It was a pleasure.
Thank you.
Make sure to follow Anton Starkman on Twitter. He has a lot of fun posts for Storks and other projects. And you've had a very busy year, and congratulations, and hopefully much more for you ahead as well.
Thank you.
From the Popcorn Talk
Ooh,
Network.
there you are. I was going to say, I'm like, wait, where's my music? It's all right. My name's Kari Lane. You can find me online at Kari D Lane. And thank you so much for watching iTalk Movies on Popcorn Talk. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up, 5 stars on iTunes, and comment down below. Anton's been great on social media, so if you want to reach out to him and talk to him about the film and your thoughts on it, he's been really, go look at his Twitter. He's all over that. Again, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Thank you for coming.
Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire Popcorn Talk Network. We would like to thank you for tuning in. For questions or comments, be sure to visit popcorntalk.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of the Popcorn Talk Network.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of the Popcorn Talk Network or its owners or principals.